Hi, my name is Peter Sugaru. It's Petersugre. And so, according to the proponents of this project, the primary projected benefit is price reliability for liquefied natural gas. Now, there's no mention of rate reduction. We will clearly see an initial rate increase for this $100 million project. It's hard to see how a raise in rate reliability will significantly help the energy consumers of RI in the short term if they are accompanied with rate increases. And in the long term, any liquefied natural gas benefit shouldn't matter that much since Rhode Island is committed to greatly reducing its reliance on fossil fuels. Isn't an investment in an industry that produces 97.7% of our domestic energy from shale gas a divestment away from the commitments we have made to our regional partners towards renewable energy? We have to ask ourselves, how much are these initiatives about ensuring consistent prices for consumers, and how much of our investment is actually about ensuring that shale gas continues to be the dominant source of energy in our state for decades to come? But perhaps the long-term trajectory and the responsibilities of Rhode Island isn't only what this meeting is about. Perhaps we are here tonight for the families in surrounding neighborhoods and the schools and daycare centers in surrounding communities, which have already been subject to excessive environmental degradation and health risks. Communities that have every reason to be suspicious of more heavy industrialization. It is they who are being asked to take the risks, regardless of how small the risk may be framed by those asking, simply because the public and the local citizens may not have access to or expertise in material that explicitly pinpoints esoteric areas of technological risk this project poses. It doesn't mean their various concerns are unfounded or should be disregarded as distortions, because it is they who have the bulk of tangible risk imposed upon them. Why should we ask the most vulnerable in this state to take on the majority of the risk for any statewide benefit, large or small, real or illusionary? And if it isn't the citizens of the rest of the state asking some of the most vulnerable to accept these risks on their behalf, why then are the powerful in this country granted license to impose that risk upon those least able to resist it? I appeal to the government officials to enact their primary responsibility, the protection of the American people, which is secondary to any presupposed empowerment of any initiative, to forego protection for the most vulnerable in order to promote short-term empowerment that may very well be considered to have reached a point of financial opportunism, is an inverse of the priorities of government. It is the obligation of companies and representatives involved to demonstrate a lack of risk to the public, not the public to demonstrate a predetermined level of risk inherent in this project. The communities should get to decide the risks they are willing to accept. I hope our officials, in the spirit of public service, will protect this community's right to do just that.